In today's video, I'll be breaking down a 7-figure ecom email marketing strategy for this brand called Space Goods, which is a brand in the supplement niche. And essentially, I'll be breaking down this strategy into 3 components, right? So the sign-up form, the welcome flow, and the abandoned cart checkout flow. Now, although there are many more components to an email strategy, I believe these are the non-negotiables that everyone should include, and that's why I went for these, right? So starting off with the sign-up form, once we actually land on their site, a first pop-up is triggered after 8 seconds, which contains a micro commitment with a yes or no answer. And why would this brand do this? Well, it's basically for this reason, right? So once a customer has actually made a small commitment, right? So just clicking yes, they are more likely to continue and provide additional information, such as their email address, their phone number, etc. Now, this is based on a psychological principle of consistency, whereby people strive to act in ways that are consistent with their previous actions, right? Now, in terms of the second step, you can see that this brand only asks for their email. Now, this is a really big mistake that I see in a lot of brands where they ask their phone number, their first and last name, their gender, etc. Those are things that we can ask along the line once they actually see our emails, but not straight off the bat, right? Because it creates a lot of friction. And I actually mentioned it here, right? So, for example, these 2 steps, right? So they then ask for the phone number. These 2 steps are separated individually rather than combined into one, because it reduces the friction for clients or for a lead when filling out these forms, right? So instead of actually just asking for 4 things at once, we ask for one thing, and if they actually want to leave their email, then we ask for another thing, right? So that's way less invasive. And then for the 4th step, so the success step, basically the brand just tells the lead to check their inbox, and that's where the welcome flow now comes in handy. Now, for the welcome flow in this first email, the founder introduces the brand, and you can see here that above the fold, they basically include discount code and a quick CTA, whereby the warmest leads, right? So the minority of the people that actually sign up for this just take the code and then just leave, right? They don't really want to see much. They just want the code and they want to buy now. Now, for people that obviously don't fall in this category, because that's the majority of people, then the founder does a warm introduction, right? Whereby he builds curiosity for the lead to open the following emails. So for example, we will talk more about this later, right? So this basically just keeps the lead intrigued into opening more emails and having higher open rates and then higher click rates, right? So this is the first email, another CTA here with a discount code, not much to say here. Then for the second email, it includes social proof, right? So again, above the fold, just quick reminder, and then social proof, right? So these are actual social proofs with actual product images of clients. And now I know a lot of brands nowadays just fake these with just quotes and like lazy social proof, but this brand specifically just like makes photos about the actual product from the client's hands, for example, right? You can see here a hand which is from a client, most likely, and you can also see that they include individual link CTAs to each product. Now this is super important because it reduces the friction from someone actually just getting into their site and looking up for that specific product, right? So I always recommend to include individual link call to actions for each specific product, because these products are not the same. I believe this is rainbow dust, this is stream dust, and this is like the package, right? And yeah, so this is amazing. The social proof is really, really good. And again, a quick reminder for the discount code. Now, in terms of the email 3, basically the brand outlines the product benefits, right? So here, this really like small storytelling time on the common problem that people that consume caffeine face, right? So their solution to this problem is their product, essentially, right? So for example, here you can see that they mentioned that coffees get you anxious, they get your heart racing, their energy levels, then like your energy levels and crash, right? And then they provide this solution as their product, which is rainbow dust, which was designed to have more energy, better focus, minimizing negative effects like jitters, anxiety, and energy crashes, right? And then they do a us versus them comparison, making it more visually appealing to leads, as you can directly see like what each includes and the benefits, right? So for example, rainbow dust gets you in the flow state, whilst coffee or caffeine doesn't. Rainbow dust boosts immunity, mood, and memory. memory, while caffeine doesn't, right? So this is like way easier to see and compare. And again, the discount code with a bit of social proof, reinforcing the benefits of product with a strong social proof that talks about how his life has changed, right? The life of Santiago. And then jumping to the email 4, it's a quick text-based reminder and why you should actually trust the brand, right? So text-based emails as always work really well. And basically here, they're just putting a quick reminder that they still haven't ordered. The good thing here is that they're not focusing on what the product contains, but rather what the lead will experience from actually taking it, right? So for example, you're going to be more productive, you're going to become your supernatural self. Rainbow Dust was designed to give you sharper focus, sustained energy, send like calmness, right? So they actually focus on the benefits and not so much on what it actually contains. Right? And then they do an amazing CTA here, which I don't see many brands doing. So instead of saying here's your discount, right, as 99% of the brands, they mention, hey, we'll pay for this, right? So this may seem like more generous and more personal than just simply offering a discount, right? Now these are obviously small things, but obviously these small things stack and they become like a bigger thing, right? And then why you should actually trust Space Goods? Well, basically they say like why you should trust us, and then they do a wonderful price comparison, which makes it just silly to say no, right? So for example, for less than what you actually spend on a Starbucks coffee, so this is a great comparison because a lot of people drink Starbucks, and yeah, and then they do an amazing 60-day money back guarantee, so it's a really super strong guarantee or a risk reversal, right? And for the email 5, you have the unique selling point ingredients angle. Again, quick code reminder that they still haven't used it, and they talk about the actual ingredients of what each one actually does. For example, lion's mane, they outline the benefits and they sell on what you're going to experience from taking this product. So mental clarity, memory, there's no brain fog, you can have laser sharp focus, and they do these for each ingredient. Now the good thing here is that they actually productize all the ingredients benefits and present the product as the solution, right? Because if it wasn't productized as a whole, people would just decide on taking the ingredients separately, but actually stating that they're all packed into one enhances its perceived value, right? And again, the discount code reminder. Then for the email 6, again, social proof. This is the last email of the welcome flow, where they include a bit of social proof. I don't think it's the best social proof. Like, I think that they could have done better here, but hey, this is what they use. So 88% said it improves energy, 92% said it improves productivity, 91% said it improves focus, right? And again, another CTA. So if you actually want to experience all of these effects, then click the CTA, right? Now that's for the welcome flow. Now let's go into the abandoned checkout flow. So for the abandoned checkout flow, the first email contains a quick reminder that they left something behind and a social proof, right? Now, for example, if someone just forgot about finishing the checkout, then they can just go to this link. But if someone else has objections of how to use product or further objections that the brand needs to overcome, that's where the social proof comes in hand, right? So for example, what are people saying about Space Goods, right? So for example, this first social proof, it's super unique and I haven't seen like anything more authentic than this. For example, they say, even my cat is amazed and look at her wow face, right? So obviously taking a photo of your cat and the product, obviously you can tell that this was from an actual client. Then another example is where they handle the how to use objection as social proof, right? So they're including social proof, but not only that, but they're handling objections. So for example, Danielle in this, for instance, says, I'm having 2 cups of Space Dust in the morning and 1 in the night. So again, this is how you actually use a product. And then for Anton, he handles the does it actually work objection, right? So for example, someone finally figured out how to mix all of these and it actually works and it's been missing for a long time. So basically Anton, what he's trying to say here. Now for the abandoned checkout flow, they include a quick reminder and a social proof as the first email, whereby people that perhaps just forgot to finish the checkout process, they basically just include a quick CTA so that they can go back to it. And then you can see here unique social proofs, right? Where they handle objections. So for example, for Sarah, this is a really quick unique social proof, which makes it super authentic. Now, for example, they say, even my cat is amazed and look at her wow face, right? So this is super authentic and you can actually tell that this was from a client. Then for Danielle, he handles the how to use objection as social proof, right? So I'm having 2 cups of my Space, 1 in the morning and 1 at nighttime. So now someone that's in the fence to actually buying is like, okay, so this is how you actually take it, right? And then Anton's here handles the does does it actually work objection, right? So for example, he mentions someone finally figured out how to make all of these and it works. It's been missing for a long time, right? So this actually makes it see that Anton's perhaps just tried out a lot of different things before. Nothing ended up working for him, but this actually did. So this, for example, can be really relatable for people that are on the fence of actually buying this and giving this supplement industry like another go, right? Now, for the email 2, there's a text-based email from the founder where he handles the common beliefs that people may have in terms of the coffee, right? So now you can actually pause this video here if you want to read the whole email, but I don't really want to bore you guys. So for example, he mentions, hey there, it's Matt here. You've probably heard that humans use only 10% of their brain. Now he says that it's a myth, and it was a mistook statement made by an American philosopher, which basically where he observes that people fail to engage all of their brain's resources. Now he says that it's even worse now, and this is where rainbow dust can actually help, right? So that he's actually just breaking a belief system that was from a really long time ago. And again, here at the end, he handles the ease of product use objection plus the taste, right? So for example, he says that all within a few sips and a delicious drink, and again a strong guarantee, risk reversal, which is a 60-day money back guarantee, making it like really dumb or silly for the client to not buy, right? Or the lead to not buy. Now in terms of the email 3, it's a quick reminder with the unique selling points, right? So for example, here they include laser sharp focus, zen-like calmness, sustained energy, and it's a copy that actually focuses on what the person will experience rather than only what the product benefits may be, right? What do I mean by this? So for example, you'll be able to concentrate on tasks for longer, and your urge to procrastinate will therefore decrease. You will effortlessly get through your to-do list. So you get the concept here, right? And then again, social proof to reinforce the message. Now for the email 4, a quick reminder plus social proof. Again, we want to actually make sure that our emails are landing in their inbox and they're actually seeing our emails. So we want to be consistent with these. And again, in this email, we handle completely different objections using social proof, right? So we don't have enough space perhaps to handle every single objection in 1 or 2 emails. And that's why we use more emails to handle further objections that people may have, right? From the most common objections at the top to the less important. And again, for the email 5, it's us versus them comparison, which he also does in the welcome flow, but here it's even more visually appealing, right? Again, you can see what each thing does, what's missing in each, and here he also does a great comparison to overcome the price objection, right? So for example, a cup of coffee costs £3 or even more, and 1 cup of rainbow dust costs just £1.30. So it's a more affordable option, plus it has all these benefits, right? So it makes the client see, or the lead see, that it's super beneficial and it's super worth it, right? And again Santiago here with the more social proof. Then we have the email 6, in which there's a discount code expiring in 24 hours where they add urgency, in which the brand mentions that you have less than 24 hours left. You can pay your order, and after that your discount code will expire, right? So this is like your last chance. Now they sent out this, and then they sent the last email, this is the last one, which is a text-based email where again the discount expiration reminder from the founder is sent, right? So again, Matt talking here, text-based email, and he basically says, hey, you have 4 hours left for this to actually expire. This is your last chance. And again, a bit of social proof here, and that would be it, right? So that would be everything for this strategy here. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope this strategy breakdown was useful to you.